Alright, all the recording issues are out of the way. We lost a little bit of footage. I got a new type of plume which is badass. Heals like an extra 70 and gives me a damage resistance boost for a few seconds after use.
Hey guys.
Yeah, Jacob's here too. If you didn't notice. And I got this. Boom.
Yeah, so we did some stuff off camera.
Yeah. So yeah, the new plume is up here, which some of you may have noticed this ladder keeps going straight. And I was just like, oh, enemies and trees. But then I went up here and found a new plume. And the Phoenix boss. And almost killed it off camera. So
yeah.
Guys, you want to see a boss get its ass kicked?
Yeah, and well, what else? We figured out a way to get our plumes back.
Yeah. Instead of using the repent plumes or whatever. You just, homeward boner out.
Yeah, holy shit, you can see the marker. You really almost beat him.
Yeah. And then Jacob clicked off screen.
Yeah, because I was trying to see if we could fix the problem we were having on... Because we started recording an episode, right? And then there was a bunch of problems. So then I tried to fix it while you were playing and ended up killing you. So that's cool.
Wow, this is such a freaking... I don't want to get caught in that move again.
Oh, she's a sexy Phoenix lady.
Yeah. Soul of the Phoenix. Almost got her when nothing's working. Get barely halfway when the game is working. Welcome to life. I'm gonna up my damage a little bit.
Yeah, well, you're doing quite a bit of damage to her.
Yeah, if you guys didn't notice, I did a little bit of grinding and leveling up off screen.
Yeah, so you're a thick boy now.
Yeah, I am thick boy.
Extra wide.
So I have a bit of a rant for you guys.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I'm excited to get you in on this because I have a feeling you'll agree with me.
Okay, sweet.
I was talking about this at work and I realized something wrong with this generation.
Everything?
Apart from, yeah, all the other bits of everything. And then white supremacists helped me figure this one out. Our generation does not know the difference between confidence and being an asshole. This is why women find the assholes confident. They're like attractive. And it's like, oh yeah, he's got that attractive asshole thing going on. It's like, no, he's just being an asshole because he doesn't know the difference between being an asshole and being confident. Because yeah, you gotta be confident to be an asshole to everybody. But, you know, you can be confident and not be an asshole.
Yeah. Honestly. I feel like this whole, like, girls like bad boy assholes, or like douchebags. Like, oh yeah, girls love it when you treat them like shit. It's like, what the fuck? Actually, and it's true, because I witness it every day with white supremacists being an asshole to girls, and they just fucking gobble it up.
Yeah. It's because they see it as confidence. Because, yeah, it takes some confidence, but that's... And then it causes another problem. Nice guy syndrome. Where there's, you know, nice guys finish last. But then there's nice guys who think, you know, girls should like me because I'm nice. Where it takes more than that. Like, you need to actually, like, have a connection and, like, common interests. And like each other.
And have confidence, but not douchebag confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not wrong-fidence.
Not you guys don't want wrong-fidence.
And I was up late doing a lot of thinking the other night.
Oh.
And so everyone's always like, oh, the friend zone, the friend zone. There's one thing worse than the friend zone. And it's the one thing that makes the friend zone worse. It's putting the girl in the girlfriend zone. Where you can't see her as anything other than a girlfriend. So you're always... my shield sucks. So you're always like... You're always hoping for her to date you.
Yeah, so then you don't try to get to know them. You just try to make them your girlfriend.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of shit people look at completely wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not saying that we look at everything right.
No.
Because that's what's the word? That's
Arrogant?
very arrogant to think that we're like
Geniuses.
but we're not. We're stupid.
Yeah, guys, you know this.
We have problems, big ones.
You listen to us rant about some really stupid shit.
Speaking of vegans,
Oh yeah, already down a healing feather.
oh, that's okay. You can do this. Honestly, you're just concentrating too much on a conversation.
Yeah, that's the whole point, man.
Yeah, but I know I totally agree with you at that point that people concentrate on the wrong things when looking for a girlfriend
Yeah.
or a significant other. Like, get to know someone. Don't be like, she's hot, I want her to be my girlfriend. Be like, she's attractive, but now is her personality attractive?
Yeah.
Like, don't just be like, okay, she has a smoking body, I want to date her, I want her to be my girlfriend. Honestly, go into it being like, you're physically attractive, but are you mentally attractive?
Yeah.
Like, do you have a personality I want to hang out with and connect with?
Are you mentally stable?
Yeah, and are you mentally stable? It's like,
You know, used to not be like too much of a requirement, but now, oh damn.
well, yeah, back in the day, it was just like, hi, I'm a man and you are a woman. Let's date for a week and get married and have children and live happily ever after. Nowadays, it's like, yeah, you better make damn sure you want to be with this person forever.
Yeah. It's like, the guy that had that prelude for sale that I wanted, but, you know, not financially stable enough to have 2 cars, that lived in the house I grew up in. Yeah, apparently his wife stopped taking her meds and just like walked out on him and his 2 kids right before he was leaving for work.
Oh my gosh, I think my girlfriend was just talking about that person.
Yeah.
She knows him.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, so that's who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he started flirting with my girlfriend.
Really? I didn't hear that part of the story.
Yeah, so he basically divorces his wife because she's fucking bananas.
They aren't divorced yet.
But he's
Because
going to.
Divorcing is terrifying for guys to have kids because the woman almost always gets custody, even when she's fucked up.
And bananas. Okay, but so like, he ends up like ditching his wife because she's fucking bananas, and then he starts flirting with my girlfriend. Because my girlfriend works at the store, works at a store down where we live. We live in like a bay, so it's like tight-knit community. Everybody knows my girlfriend. Like, everybody around here knows her as, you work at this fucking village grocer store, so we all know you. And this guy was just like asking her out on a date, basically. And then my girlfriend's just like, yeah, but I have a boyfriend. You know him, Jacob. He's like, oh yeah, you have a boyfriend. I forgot about that. Sorry. I'm also like 20 years older than you. Or probably 10 years, 14 years older than you.
Age is just a number, as long as it's above 18.
Yeah.
Or 14 in Canada.
Yeah, thanks to Trudeau's dad.
Trudeau Senior.
Yeah, Senior Trudeau.
I like the one thing, it's like a picture of Senior Trudeau. It's like, after everything I did to this country, you still elect my son? Wow. I must have fucked you guys up good.
Fuck's sakes. That guy was a fucking prick.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, back to what we were saying about girls and how guys take wrong approaches. I don't know. Personally, it depends, because each person has a different outlook on a relationship. It's like, okay, do you want to find someone you want to hang out with in love forever, and you're looking for that perfect girl, or you're looking for that girl you want to spend the rest of your life with and have little fucking niños? Or do you want to just fuck as many girls as you want? Now, if you have the attitude of I just want to get laid nonstop, then none of this matters, at all. None of this conversation matters, because this is about the people who you want to find someone special. And it's you can't just look at a girl and be like, that was really close.
I know, the healing takes so long.
You can't be like, I want to look for a girl who is perfect, my soulmate. That's always a bad way to look at it, because no one's perfect, and you're never going to find a soulmate. You might find something really close, but no one's ever perfect, right?
Yeah.
And you can't put your standards onto someone else, or else you'll never find someone.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need to take someone at their at face value, you know? Like, you're super sweet and nice. Yeah, you have like a slight depression problem, but like there's worse things you could get stuck with.
Yeah.
Not saying that you should settle for someone that's like heavily depressed or anything.
No, like, yeah, I just recently learned how important standards really are, because I never really had high standards. It was just like, me and this person get along and she's attractive. Let's see if it can go somewhere.
Yeah.
I realized, like, yeah, you kind of need to know them before you start dating. Don't date and get to know them.
Yeah, no. Because that never works out. Because you can't be sure you want to be with that person. So it's like, don't just randomly start dating someone you have no clue who they are. And then you get to know them slowly, and it's like, wow, this was a mistake.
Yeah.
And it sucks. Like, that was like so many of my relationships. And like, I had the lowest standards ever because I was like a fat, chubby, ugly kid. Like, in high school, I was like one fat kid that everybody knew.
Yeah.
And like, I'd take whatever girl would be interested, like any of them. Like, oh, you're interested in me? Yeah, let's date. And I regretted every single relationship until I met my significant other I have now. And it was like, oh man. Should I tell the story of how I met my significant other?
Yeah.
Okay, so this was back probably like four years ago. Probably longer than 4 years ago. You did it!
Smoked it. I won one, guys. I did it. I did it.
Yay, you got achievement in Glory Radiant something. Cool.
All right. And I got a new skill point. So,
Blood of the Phoenix. Which tree did we decide to go down? Hey, Mr. Schneebly.
The defense one, but now I'm not sure.
You figure it out. I'm going to tell my love story. Because this whole episode's about love, I guess. It's like some fucked up shit. So yeah, like 4 years ago, back when I was like, oh, how old was I? Or it was back when I was like 16. I'm 22 now. I think 22. 22?
Yeah.
I don't remember how old I am. Whoa. So, okay, I was like 16 or 17, and this girl started working at the Village Grocer, which is a store we live by, in where we are right now. And I'd always go down to the store because I would always work at the same restaurant we work at now. Back when I was like 16, I was still there. Talk about loyal. And so like I'd go to the store and I'd get drinks and stuff, and then this new girl started working there, and my sister was working at the store as well, and they became kind of friends. So like my sister would be like, hey, how's it going? And she'd always be like, oh, hi. And then I ended up meeting her, and she was like, oh, this is your little brother. And because she was, when I was like 17, she was
21?
No, she's 2 years older than me.
Oh, okay.
So if I was 17, she was like 19. So she was a 19-year-old, and I was like a little 17-year-old. And you're like, oh, hi, this is your little brother. And right away I was just like, I like you. You're really cute. And found out she was a nerd. She loves video games. Obsessed with like Legend of Zelda, which is like my jam. Legend of Zelda is my jam. And
Yeah,
right away,
he puts on toast.
I put it on toast, and I was just like, girl, I want to put you on my toast now, because you're totally in the same shit as me. But being a 17-year-old looking at this like 19-year-old, you're like, out of my league. Way out of my league, to the point of like, I should just pretend I never met you, or be friends. So I was like, you know what? It's impossible, but let's just be friends. So whenever I'd see her, we'd talk about video games and shit. And that was basically like how I first met my girlfriend. Then, what was it? It was my birthday. It was on my 19th birthday? No.
Well, it was just after school. Like, we
So
were
it was
graduating.
probably my like 19th birthday. So yeah, 19th birthday. We were drinking and having like some shots and stuff. Drink responsibly, children. So we're having like shots and drinks, and she shows up because she's also friends with my brother Luke. So Luke invites her with her boyfriend. They both come over to my birthday party where we're like fucking solo cups drinking fucking Weiser's whiskey and like just hammering
Trying
down
to play beer pong in the wind outside.
into whiskey shot glasses.
Yeah.
Lucas, it was Lucas and me started a new game where we ended up drinking so much we became sober. I was like, I'm not drunk anymore. And I'm pretty sure in my head it sounded like I was talking like that. So in my head I was just like, dude, I'm totally sober. But like if a sober person witnessed me say that, it'd be like,
That night I got really drunk and I had to work the next morning at 6 a.m. an hour away
in fucking the neighboring like city. Fuck. So she showed up with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend was like this. Oh, I fucking hate this kid. He's okay. I ended up working with him at the restaurant, but I didn't mind him. I hated him because like he was like the boyfriend of the girl that I liked. So we're drinking, and my girlfriend now. I don't want to use her name.
Let's name her Pun.
Pun?
Punny.
Cute pun. Cute puns.
Cute little puns and cute puns.
Okay, because she loves puns. So I was just going to call it cute puns.
I'd call it more of an addiction, but yeah.
she hates us for making fun of her puns.
What? I don't like being raped with her words.
She got so mad, and she's going to be watching this. I know it.
What's the point of puns? Everyone knows when you make a pun, you're going to piss people off.
Okay, so cute puns. She comes over and starts talking to me, and I was drunk, but she started bringing up Legend of Zelda. And if you guys watch Peanut Butter Gamer, he always did like cool theories on Legend of Zelda. So she brought him up, and I was like, I know exactly the theory you're talking about. So we fucking sat there and talked about Legend of Zelda for like 40 minutes while her boyfriend was getting like blackout drunk talking to my brother.
And talking to me, trying to sell us into his pyramid scheme he was in.
Yeah, he was in a pyramid scheme for these energy drink things that tasted like piss.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just kept asking for free samples, and we got like a shit ton for free.
Yeah. Best thing to come out of that kid.
Yeah, so her and me fucking talked for like hours and hours. And then we stopped drinking, and then we're sobering up, and we just kept talking. And then that was way before we started dating. So then after that night, I found out later that she really enjoyed the conversation, and her boyfriend, they left, and I think I don't remember the exact story, but like basically the rest of the night for her was kind of bad. She like started to not like her boyfriend as much.
Yeah,
or something.
didn't he like drop her off at the end of her driveway and then just left?
And she passed out like on her front door, or something like that. Like he's a cock. He was a dick. He also told her like that he wasn't interested in her anymore or something, or didn't want to have sex because she was fat and ugly. I'm like, you're not even fat. You're like super skinny. So he was a cocksucker. I fucking hate him. So then after that, they, like the next year, so I was like 20, they broke up. And I found out about them breaking up, and I was like, okay, I'm a 20-year-old now. She's 22. And I was like, fuck yeah. I feel like I have more of a chance now. So she was talking to me saying like, oh, we need to do a Halloween dress up thing. Like we should all go as like a group and go for Halloween. And I was like, oh yeah, who do you want to go as? And she's like, I want to go as Sheik from Legend of Zelda. I'm like, cool. Maybe I'll go as Link. And then I thought about it. I'm like a fat tubby kid. And I was like, a fat tubby kid in like spandex. Not a good idea. But anyways, so
You look great in a tunic.
Fuck. So we were talking, and I was like, okay, she's like really talkative. I'm like, that's usually a sign that she likes you, right? So then I asked her out on a date. And I was like, we should like go for coffee sometime and hang out. So we go to hang out, or I schedule the time to meet at a coffee shop and have coffee. So I was waiting for her. Didn't show up. So I was like, okay, well, why isn't she here? So I text her, no answer. I'll wait another 30 minutes, no answer. I'm still waiting there. About 2 hours go by. And at the second hour, I was just like, okay, yeah, she's not coming. I'm completely stood up. And I was like kind of mad, right? Well, who wouldn't be mad? So I called my sister. She came and picked me up, went home, and I was just like, okay, yeah, she sucks. I don't like her. she's a bitch. Great way to start, like, this beautiful relationship. So she finally texts me, and she's like, I'm so sorry. I lost my phone. And I was like, okay, you still didn't show up, though. She's like, I am so sorry. Let me make it up to you. So she ends up saying, okay, tomorrow night, we hang out at your place and play Smash Brothers. I'm like, okay, fuck yeah, sure. I'm like, I'll give you another chance.
Kick her ass and get vengeance.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. No. I'm like, I'm gonna kick her butt. Holy shit, you're fucking shit up now, bud. So, okay, so she comes over. We're hanging out. I bought a bunch of snacks and pizza. I bought pizza. I bought ice cream, fucking soda, a bunch of shit. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna be good. Make a pizza. She shows up. I'm like, hey, let's fucking eat some pizza and play Smash Brothers. And she starts talking to my sister, because they were kind of friends. I get left out of the loop and get third wheeled by my sister, which is kind of shitty. She brought her own food, didn't eat anything that I bought. And then my dad got a horrible bloody nose, burst an artery in his nose, and imagine CSI scene, fucking blood pooling everywhere. The bathroom looked like someone was murdered twice. And my dad's running around, my mom's screaming, my sister's so worried, I'm feeling like I'm gonna throw up. And my girlfriend, Cutie Puns, is sitting there, you're on fire, and watching just blood pouring out of my dad's nose as everyone's screaming and trying to rush him to the hospital.
Meddlesome twit.
Yeah.
You ruined
It was love.
everything.
So after all that shit, basically, my chances were gone forever.
You've left us for penny more
She
blood spilled here.
told my sister she wasn't interested in me,
Remember
that she's not ready because she just broke up with her boyfriend and she's not really looking for a long-term relationship. So that was basically the end of it. And I was like, okay, I blew my chances. I suck. Then my sister, about a year later, or no, probably about 9 months later, 6 months, half a year, something like that. My sister gets married and invites her to the wedding. And I'm like, no. I have to be around her again. This is going to be awkward and fucky and shitty.
No.
Oh, no. So she comes to the wedding. I'm like awkwardly not looking at her. I'm hanging out with Gideon and like we're drinking and hanging out at the table with your girlfriend, the girlfriend you had at the time. And I kind of like glanced at Cutie Puns and she kept like kind of staring at me. And I was like, Gideon, is she looking at me? And you turn around and you're like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So she was like just staring me down and I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm like, do you think she's like interested again or something? And you're like, you should fuck her.
So that's something I always said to my friends whenever they had a crush, like all through high school. We're all virgins at this point in high school.
And it was always just like,
you should fuck her. She's cute. You should fuck her.
You should fuck her. So she ends up walking up to me and I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, I'm the most awkward fucking shy motherfucker ever. And she's like, hey, want to dance? I'm like, okay. Okay. So we start dancing. And then she asks me out to coffee. We're dancing. It's like fun. And we're talking about stuff. I was stupid and brought up the one conversation. I was like, well, we should go as something for Halloween. Because it was like the one conversation where I kind of like ended up really liking her. So I was like, yeah, Halloween, we should do something. He was like, why don't we just go for coffee tomorrow? And I'm like, again. I'm like, as long as you don't stand me up this time. So we plan to go for coffee. We go out for coffee. We go back to her place. We watch TV. We cuddle. And relationship.
Bam.
So that's the way me and my girlfriend ended up like dating, which I think is fucking hilarious, because the way it like turned out, it was like so bad, and from anyone else's point of view, they'd be like, yeah, no, you don't have none chance, not a single chance whatsoever. But it ended up working out, and now I have a really hot girlfriend.
Yeah, a nice one.
Yeah.
The creme de la creme.
But this was going somewhere, and we're gonna end the episode. But basically, don't just like expect everyone to be perfect, because everyone has like flaws, right?
Mm-hmm.
So don't expect to find that perfect girl, and that's where my whole story was going.
Took a while to get there, but we got there.
Yeah, like
I thought I got this item over here.
like I'm really annoying, and I harass her nonstop, and she still loves me. So that's cool.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I hope you're enjoying. We're actually progressing again.
I hope you enjoyed my really weird fucking love story.
And by the way, I got the Crest of Gaia.
You did? You had enough? Oh, you did. You had 1,000.
So, guys, next time around the bend,
Oh yeah, I totally wasn't paying attention. What happened this whole episode?
I killed 2 bosses.
You killed 2?
Yeah.
You killed the giant?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. That's good.
All right, guys. Keep it real in the crypt. And maybe next time you'll hear my voice a little bit more.
And remember, stay sexy, my friends. I told you, coffee makes me talk.